Hello, football lovers. Welcome back to the Fantactics podcast brought to you by Trent Stack. My name is Renz, the man making sense with every sentence. I told you last week that, football, just like life, things can change within the twinkle of an eye. You might be facing the sack like Amorim, and the next week you are being celebrated. Or you could be entering into the week like Barcelona on top of the world, on top of the table, and then you get handed 2 losses. Or you could be like Liverpool, hoping things go better, but it just went worse. I am hanging in the studio as usual with my friend, my co-host, my brother. What's up, bro?
Person just they talk. You can be on top of the world and you can be below the world.
Oh boy, wait till your problem. I don't motivate our viewers again.
Well, welcome to our great show, Sabubu speaking. As it stands, some coaches will be happy for the international break.
I'm telling you.
Because let's use the local balance. Fire did your nyash. The Premiership started on Friday.
Yeah?
And Bournemouth was making us understand that they want to aim for the top 4. Semedo is showing us that he's red hot. The equalizer against Fulham was one of the goals of the month. The angle he took it and the run. You saw the raw power of an African brother there.
Yeah.
Fulham flattered to deceive. They scored
For
first.
a moment, yeah.
But what happened? 3 unreplied goals.
We have to give kudos to Bournemouth. I think we have been saying this over and over on the show. Andoni Iraola does not get enough credit for the outstanding work he's doing. Now, remember, this is a team that lost 4 out of 5 members of the backline. Milos Kerkez left, Zabayi went to PSG, Huijsen went to Madrid, and Kepa, who was their first choice goalkeeper, went to Arsenal. So it takes a different level of management to be able to get your team playing at that level. And of course, kudos to Semenyo, our Ghanaian brother. He's doing really well. I mean, this is 6 goals in 7 games of the season and 4 assists.
He's second to
Erling
Haaland on the Golden Book, the top scoring chart in English Premiership. For Saturday, Leeds had not lost a match at home in almost a year. But, when you meet the big boys that know what is at stake, and they take their chances when they have it. We saw Spurs beating Leeds at Ellen Road 2-1, and Mohamed Kudus scoring his first Premiership goal
for Spurs.
Yes.
A goal and an assist for another Ghanaian brother. I don't know what's happening. Ghana, if your Jollof has now hacked the art of goal scoring, please let us know. Get why?
Then
you understand?
Then when the goal rush started, Arsenal beat West Ham, a bogey team that have come to the Emirates to win 2 consecutive times. And Arsenal knew the memo: win the match, go top of the Premiership, and hope Liverpool drop points, which actually happened. Arsenal did their part and they won.
Should I motivate them again?
Not at all. Then
He said not at all.
For United, they beat Sunderland. I told you they were going to beat Sunderland.
Yeah, you did.
I knew Amorim or Rimorim. He needed to win that match. And United fans, you guys are spared this week of lashing from us.
I think, like you said, it was a must-win fixture for them.
Yes.
Every game has been a must-win fixture for United. But at least going into the international break, like you said, some coaches have their ass on fire. I think he's still under pressure because you expect United to be doing better. Yeah, but at least he gets a reprieve.
For this match, it was a very easy match at the end of the day.
Yes, it was easier than expected, to be honest.
They should have beaten Sunderland a couple of goals, maybe 4-5. They were not taking their chances. And the biggest fear we, as podcasters, when we watch matches like that, is if you don't take your chances and there's a slip, that jitteriness comes into how they play. But thank God that Sunderland are not, in quote, a top-tier team. They would have punished United in that match. Then the last Premiership fixture for Saturday was Chelsea-Liverpool. Liverpool lost last week to Crystal Palace for the first time.
And then in the Champions League, lost away to Galatasaray like you predicted.
Yeah, the Gala match, I said both teams would score. We were expecting a lot of goals in that match. They were given a 9-minute penalty, which was still... was it overturned?
Yes.
At the end of the day. And I was expecting a reaction at Stamford Bridge. But I saw a Chelsea squad that I keep telling you that Chelsea on their day are very dangerous. They will drill you.
Chelsea,
And that's what they did to
yeah,
Liverpool in that
I
match.
actually think, to be honest, Chelsea shows up for the big games. Where they always have problems is playing the small teams, playing the low blocks, and playing the lower, competitors in the league, because those games are games of attrition. They are the defensive nature of the game leaves Chelsea vulnerable because they always want to push you. But like you said, it was a game that Chelsea showed up for, and with the level of depletion in that squad, for them to put up a performance like that, kudos to Chelsea. Great one. Maresca has been under a little bit of pressure, but kudos
there's
to
a
him.
quote I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
He who lives and enjoys by late goals will surely die by late goals.
So you don't motivate them now.
Who? Who?
Liverpool fans, owner of Liverpool, I know you'll be watching this podcast. No verse, you don't cast. Like Sabubu say, he who collect by 96 and 97 shall die by 96 and 97.
Let's go to Spain. In Spain, something wonderful happened. Real Madrid took control of La Liga.
Yes.
And they taking control of La Liga. Hansi Flick won the league last season. And he won the league because Barcelona played very, very well. And they were taking their chances match by match. Now, the biggest problem Barca has this season is they do not have a bench that can come in to do the wonders. Because Yamal cannot play all the time. Rafinha cannot play all the time. Lewandowski is not Lewandowski of 5-10 years ago. You understand what I'm talking about? Rashford, yes, he's trying to get his mojo
himself up to pace.
But you see the way Seville went at them.
I might beg to differ on your argument about them not having a bench. You might say they don't have a bench with the profile of Real Madrid, but they have options. I mean, for Lewandowski, you can always bring in a Ferran. For a Lamine Yamal, you can always bring in a Rooney.
You're talking about profile here. I always tell people that care to listen when it comes to a football club, your bench should be decisive for you when you are playing matches, irrespective of the players that are there. You understand? Some teams will tell you that the first team can win matches for you, but the bench can get you the championship. We saw what happened when United won the treble in 99. Who were the guys that were coming? They had a little strike force of Dwight York and Andy Cole. They were burying teams week in, week out.
But when Ole was somewhere in the mix.
But when it came to games that mattered, Teddy Sheringham and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer were the guys hitting it for them.
Yeah.
You understand? With Nicky Butt that was coming into, sitting for Roy Keane and a couple of them. Can you say that of Barca?
Well, like I said, it's a subjective argument. In midfield, they have the numbers. They have the talent. In defense, they are a little thin. In defense, I could say in defense, they are a little thin. But actually, the match is not about personnel as much as the tactics. That match was a tactical misfire for Hansi Flick. And, Barca play a high tempo, high energy, high risk kind of football. Okay. And, with PSG exposing them in the Champions League, you expect other teams to copy from that playbook and then go at Barcelona in like manner. If you can be defensively solid and get midfielders with the intelligence to break that high line at the right moment, and you have the right runners, you see what the counter attack and the way they hit those goals.
Yeah,
you have the right runners to spring it.
And another thing I noticed about Seville in that match where they were very physical, which Barcelona could not cope with.
Yes.
And it's a blueprint for teams in the Champions League. Because the Champions League is, this season I've been seeing a lot of physical matches.
Yeah.
Which is very unlike the Champions League.
This is a league format. Mm-hmm. So now it is not a sprint.
Every match is
so
key.
You have to go at your matches with the intensity that your 3 precious points might be the difference between going home early or not. And Barcelona, this is a reality check for them.
Sure.
They have always had that pride, something happened. We lost to Inter Milan. If we had met PSG, they met PSG now. I beat a depleted PSG, and they were still schooled. So I think it's a reality check for them. They would be more humble, and they'll begin to look at their approach. So Hansi Flick, work day for you.
Real Madrid beat Villarreal, which was expected, and Mbappe is hitting the numbers big time.
Mbappe is in the form of his life, and of course, I wouldn't discount him. Making a strong case for the Ballon d'Or this year.
It depends on how far Madrid can go in the Champions League.
Of course, but like I said, if he's firing in this manner, you can't discount them. Also, we saw Vinicius Junior put up a performance that has or that we have come to know him for, and he has been a shadow of himself
after a blip.
Yes,
He
has been a shadow of himself. So it's a welcome thing. We love to enjoy good football. We might not like you to win, but when we see you play like that.
Let's talk about Italy. Inter beat Cremonese 4-1. The match of the weekend where we looked up to
Milan versus.
The match was highly entertaining,
Juventus.
but the goals were not forthcoming in that match, which ended 0-0. Then for Newcastle, they beat Nottingham Forest. So Ange
Postecoglou.
He should start asking himself what he got his hand into.
007 Postecoglou.
Then,
well done, sir.
Man City beat Brentford.
Yeah.
We were expecting a high-scoring match.
Yeah.
But City did the job and held on.
Well, you always take your 3 points, most importantly.
Then Aston Villa won again. Beat Burnley 2-1.
So, glory to God.
So, as it stands, there's a team that is just collecting points week in, week out. And we are not even talking about them. Napoli beat Genoa 2-1 and they're top of the Serie A. 15 points.
They were able to capitalize on Milan's inability to take care of business, courtesy of Pulisic's missed penalty. But like we said, it's still early days, and the Serie A is looking more competitive this season than ever before. I mean, it has always been competitive, but it is looking like the teams are looking more even.
Another league
Milan has already beaten
another league
Napoli.
that's going to be very competitive. If it continues the way it's going, is Championnat.
The French league.
You saw Lyon. You saw Lille and PSG play out.
A draw. While Marseille blew their competition
and as
away.
it is, PSG is just 1 point ahead of Marseille in 15.
So we are hoping that most of you other leagues can shake the Farmers League titles. So please give us excitement.
You're your bad mouth. Which of the Farmers League?
True now.
The Farmers League are winning the Champions League, beating everybody in England.
Well, when they came, they collected. I don't know about everybody. You might be everybody, but the champions of the world are not everybody. So we gave them a lesson.
Which kind of dirty champions of the world? What did they talk?
Champions of the world.
Well, the league in Europe and around the world have gone on break because the final round of World Cup qualifying matches are taking place this weekend and next week, midweek. For South America, they are done with their qualifiers, so it's more of friendly matches and tune-up. But for Africa, some teams have made sure of their ticket to the World Cup in America. That is United States, Canada, and Mexico. For Africa, some teams are trying to finish second. Some very good and big teams are trying to second.
Call their name. Call their name.
The Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Guys, before we discuss this matter, because it's a very serious matter, we are going to go for a short break. We are going to say hello to TrendStack, your #1 platform for earning while you're creating your content. And when we are back, we will put mouth for Super Eagles matter. They go fly, we will find out.
The Super Eagles of Nigeria are just, will I say, are they blessed? Are they lucky? Are they just fortunate? I still do not understand how we are still in the reckoning for qualifiers for this World Cup.
Sir Bubu, who talks say we did the reckoning?
Leave me alone, I'm talking.
Sorry, sir.
Because as it is, Benin, now they lead our group. Get the name Benin. 14 points. South Africa, after their mago, God still catch them. 14 points.
No be their mago now, just forgetfulness, but no problem.
As them big rich, one of the best league in Africa. Na Brukutu they take or Ukumboti.
Na Sapele water.
Then Nigeria is on 11 points. Are we not just lucky? And if you look at the trend in the other African groups, the point tally is not really that much because it's the second best teams that will play an in Africa qualifier before we play the Intercontinental.
Yeah.
If Nigeria can beat Lesotho in Bloemfontein and beat Benin, I don't know where they are playing it, if it's in Morocco, if it's in Nikon or Oka,
It will be Akwa Ibom.
we can still finish second.
Yeah.
But ironically, if South Africa cannot get maximum points, we can still finish first. Is that not madness?
Sabubu.
Give me my talk. Oh.
But me, because you go always dey give them hope, they give them hope. That's all that they give them hope since last year. Can we not? We can finish first. Make I wait first. Me, I dey tell una since say this World Cup, more common mind, more focus on AFCON.
But what about if they qualify for the World Cup?
If you qualify for the World Cup, I'ma dust my passport. You dust your passport.
I'm going to America.
We go to America. You know what I'm saying?
You'll see us in the United States next year.
Canada, Mexico too. I know Mexico, they make good mochas, so we go be there. Oh, what about this one? This dream, so more than forget that. The only way we go Mexico, na from TV. We go dey watch other people. We can just tell you that now. Now,
can we be positive for our great nation?
No, we
Nigeria?
will be positive, but you know fit thief. Do you understand? You can be positive, but you cannot thief. This point where you need, you can't get it just by being positive, and that's what I'm trying to say. Because we have been at it time after time. Games that we are supposed to win, we end up dropping points. Games that we can win, games that we can win, we end up dropping points. Games that we should get points, we end up losing, and this is the problem.
But Lawrence, you are surprised with our point tally and the gap with South Africa. Is it shocking to you?
No, of course it's shocking.
That we should have qualified with 3 matches to spare.
Look, with the quality at the disposal of our various coaches. Now, I don't really blame the squad though, because if you look at football, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. That's just the truth.
Okay, well, we'll get back to the Super Eagles because it's part of our discussion in the second half of the show. But let's tell our viewers that Egypt needs a point or they've qualified already because they're 5 points ahead of Burkina Faso and 2 matches to go.
Yeah.
So even if they lose 1 match and win 1 match, they're already guaranteed of going to the World Cup.
I can assure you that Mohamed Salah will take care of business.
Senegal is just lucky because their last match against DR Congo in Kinshasa, Congo were winning 1-0 and they were already sure of top spot. But you know how good Senegalese football is. They came back and they won 2-1. So now they lead Congo by 2 points. So they just need to win one game and avoid defeat in their last match.
Depending on what Congo does.
Congo needs to win their remaining 2 matches to go through. Then Nigeria's group, we've talked about it. That one is left to us. Cape Verde needs a draw to go to the World Cup. Why do I say so? They are 4 points ahead of Cameroon and they have a home match. So if they win that home match, Cameroon will have to make do with the playoffs. Morocco is assured already.
Yeah, they have already
11 points ahead of Tanzania. So they are good to go. So it's obvious in that group, there's nothing like second best runner because the point tally is very, very low. Yeah. So Nigeria is very lucky there. For Ivory Coast, they are 1 point ahead of Gabon. So Ivory Coast needs to win their remaining 2 matches, so they will not begin to carry calculators.
That's a very close group, and you know the Gabonese legend is in very good form. So
Aubameyang.
Yeah, it's going to be a close one.
Any of them that finishes first or second are already assured of the World Cup qualifiers and the playoffs.
Yeah.
Then Algeria and Uganda 19-15. So Algeria needs just 1 win to qualify for the World Cup, and Uganda needs 1 win to qualify for the playoffs. Tunisia, Namibia. Tunisia is home and dry, 22 points. Namibia,
the Arab boys are not playing.
Namibia needs 1 win in those 2 matches to qualify for the playoffs. Then for Ghana and Madagascar and Comoros is very, very, very tight. Ghana is on 19, Madagascar is on 16, and Comoros is on 15. So
Ghana is another group that has another country, another federation, another team that has let what you will say is an easy group get blown open. But I believe they'll get over the line.
Yes, they have 2 matches to go, so 1 home match. So they just need 1 home win and a draw. Whereby in that group, it's obvious that whoever finishes second has a chance of going to the qualifiers. Then let's come back to our darling Super Eagles, the eagle, the green and the white. Now, we are running out of time on the show, but in your sincere and honest view, do you think we can get the 6 points in the 2 matches? Be honest.
It is possible. But is it realistic? No. And I'll tell you why. Now, it is not for a lack of effort, or it is not for a lack of ability. But I have seen that over and again, when it matters the most, we are not able to step up to the plate. And that's where the problem lies. Now, I am saying, and I put it to you, from what we have seen in this qualifying campaign, Nigeria they are not showing that they have what it takes to go to the World Cup.
The only thing I'm going to say here, fans might not like it, but from what we have seen in the qualifier since Nigeria started it, and this is our 3rd coach, I'm sorry to say we don't deserve to be at the World Cup. But if we, at the end of the day, make it via the playoffs, because we can't win the group, because South Africa 2 matches are at home. A home match to Rwanda, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
And an away match at home to Zimbabwe. If Nigeria qualifies for this World Cup, if Nigeria does not still qualify for this World Cup, NFF, can you put your house in order?
No.
Because the talent pool is amazing. This is the first time that we're having players that are willing to come and play in the qualifiers in the difficult African terrain without waiting for the team to qualify for the World Cup.
Yes. And like you said, whether or not, we have to hold the NFF responsible.
Yes.
They have taken questionable decisions and have jeopardized. This is the second time we are missing out on the World Cup.
They have not missed out yet. What are you?
Sorry. This is the second time we might be missing out on the World Cup.
Better.
I beg, no verse, Abubu. As a Nigerian, I hope we go through. I hope I am proven wrong.
Another thing that fans out there who watch this show, which we appreciate, is see the pool talent of the Nigerian team at the Under-21 World Cup in Chile. If that team was put together earlier than possible, instead of our normal fire brigade approach, so see, they are playing with their hearts and soul. Look at the Falcons. See, you have pool talent in every age group.
As a league Nigeria matter, NFF.
And you take it for granted. I keep saying it, the FIFA Go project, if it was utilized well, we should be having good stadiums across the whole nation.
Look, this thing, make NFF no wait, make reverse. Make NFF no wait, make Nigeria start to para. We need to put our footballing house in order. Our administration across whatever sector you can mention in Nigeria is laden with the fire brigade approach, like you have said. Every time we wait till when he wants scatter first. Okay, what can we do? Please, even if we no qualify, leave our coach. Make we begin to plan for AFCON and other qualification cycles. Well, that's how people that mean business do it.
We'll qualify for the World Cup. Don't worry, don't mind that.
I say if.
We will qualify.
Okay.
I'm very optimistic.
Yeah, very optimistic.
So, Renz, please, can you close the show? Let's go.
No, Mr. Optimistic. If we don't qualify for that World Cup, that be you. They raise our hope. All right, guys, thank you so much for sticking with us on the show. Thank you for your support so far. We appreciate you. Please, if you are watching this show by this time, it means you love this show, you love us, you love the content we are creating. Kindly like, comment, follow, subscribe, whatever nomenclature the act of engaging with us, either in the long run or semi or post-wise. And as to most with us, make we the move. Thank you very much and take care of yourself.
Cheers.